The Boo Baby Girl Meets the Ghost of Mabel's Gable by Jim May and illustrated by Shawn, Finley. I want to tell you a story about a friend of mine. I call her the Boo Baby Girl. She's 2 years old. She's 2 feet tall, and she has chubby little legs. She has that little toddler walk, you know, that kind of little like bow-legged waddle. Well, here's the most important part of the story if you want to remember it so that you can tell it to a friend. She went to a nursery school. The school was called the Pied Piper Nursery School. It was named after the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. If you know that story and you hear someone say the piper must be paid, you know what they're talking about. Well, one day at nursery school, she heard a story about a haunted house. You know about those haunted houses. It had a steep, pointy roof with a gable. A woman died in the house. Her name was Mable. And this is the haunted house of Mabel's Gable. Mable had been the richest lady in that town. They never found her body, and they never found her gold. Her ghost was loose in that house, looking for its body and guarding the gold. Well, finally, 2 guys decided to go get that gold. They weren't afraid of the ghost. They were big guys, tough guys, mean guys. They were 8th grade boys. So, they weren't scared when they went to that haunted house. One of the 8th grade boys stood guard on the porch. He pumped some iron while he watched. Oof, ah, oof, ah, oof, ah. The other 8th grade boy, big guy, tough guy, mean guy, opened the door. Eek! The door squeaked. He walked down the hallway, the thump, the thump, the thump, and then he saw it on the table, a bag of gold. He thought of all the things he could buy at the mall. All right, gold! He was going to buy footballs and TVs and guitars. He had it all planned out. But he grabbed the bag of gold, but when he did, he heard a sound. It came from above him. It came from below him. It came from all around. It was a voice, a howl, a moan. I'm the ghost of Mabel's Gable. I say the money stays on the table. He was running out of that room and down the hallway and out past his friend on the porch like a flash. His friend, the other 8th grade boy, thought, what a chicken. I'll go get that gold and I won't have to split it with him. You see, he was also a big guy, tough guy, mean guy, 8th grade boy. He opened the door of the haunted house. Eek! The door squeaked. He walked down the hallway, the thump, the thump, the thump, and he saw it too, the bag of gold on the table. He thought to himself, I'm rich! Hot rods! He's going to buy himself a hot rod car, even though he's only in 8th grade and can't drive, but I'm just telling the story. So, he grabbed the bag of gold, but when he did, he heard the horrible voice. I'm the ghost of Mabel's Gable. I say the money stays on the table. He was running out of there, down the hallway, and all the way home with no gold. Now, the Boo Baby Girl was at nursery school that day. Remember, it was called the Pied Piper Nursery School. She heard this story about the gold and the ghost and the 2 guys and the whole deal. And she thought to herself, I could go down to that haunted house after school and pick up some cash. And so she did. She hitched up her little diaper. She walked right down to that haunted house on her chubby little legs. She walked up the steps of the porch. She opened the door. Eek! The door squeaked. She walked down the hallway, the thump, the thump, the thump. She saw it there too, on the table, a bag of gold. And she thought to herself, bubble gum. She's going to buy all the bubble gum. She grabbed the bag of gold. She heard the horrible voice. I'm the ghost of Mabel's Gable. I say the money stays on the table. And the Boo Baby girl said, I'm the baby from Pied Piper. And I say the money goes in my diaper. And she grabbed the money and walked out of that house with a diaper full of gold. And that is how the Boo Baby girl got rich. The end.